Yeah, new heater's in.
Let's have a look.
It's amazing, mate.
Ta-da!
Keeps us nice and warm.
The only problem is...
The tank we used to store all the fuel leaked last night, like 100 litres of fuel all over the floor. Not petrol, obviously, but yeah, so we've been mopping all morning.
Not a good way to start your day.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
And even though you've got this heater, it's too noisy to have on while we're filming. So we're still freezing our tits off.
And I've lost a productive member of staff because now Kate just stands here like this in front of it. So, you know. So yeah, that's all right. That's gone in. That's done. You'll see where we are Friday with this. This is Friday's video. So we've made some good progress on this.
Yep.
What else?
Some engines over here.
Yeah, not much has changed on the V8. The Murcielago, they were supposed to come up Saturday and drop bits off, but there were some gaskets missing, so we're waiting on that. Callum's bike is inside. We're gonna have to do a video on that, mate.
I love that.
I know. I'll wait for my lovers to come back from RST and I'll do a proper, like, fully kitted out first ride. So that's done. The looms have turned up for the white V10, so we've got to get the inlet manifold off today to get the looms on.
What? Remind me what that's having?
So that had a ratas got under the inlet manifold and net the wiring looms.
A rat.
This was the guy with the Senna, do you remember?
Of course,
that's him.
Of course.
Yeah, so that's him. Juden is doing a Porsche.
Just for a change?
Yeah. What else? You were really impressed with my new press, which we had.
Impressed with the press.
Impressed with the press.
Loving that. It's the engine room of dreams.
I spent all day Saturday getting the valve spring tester working, so I still haven't got a clue, but it does a good job.
Will you do a video on that soon?
We will do a video. I need to practice to make sure it's right, because the thing is, once you've got it all dialed in and it's right, then you know it's right. So at the minute I'm just getting everything set up. The manual is like 100 pages long, but yeah, that's amazing. A little bit of tool. I'm waiting on a few more bits to come from Brad, so I've got my setting station for my bore gauge. So how you would normally set your bore gauge is you would take a I have been setting it in my measuring centre, but you'd say take a, this is wrong, this is just fitted up, but this is, you take a mic, you'd set your mic and you'd lock it, then you take your bore gauge and you'd set your bore gauge and zero your bore gauge. So what this new tool I've got coming from Brad is it holds it. It holds it in the measuring centre, and then you use the measuring centre, and I haven't got to use my hands. I can just set it all on my hand.
Hands free.
Hands free.
Yes.
So yeah, I've got that come in. I've also got a profilometer come in, so I can test, or I can measure the RA, RV, and PK. So I can measure the peaks and valleys in a cylinder bore, but also then it's got a special part of the software that measures the crosshatch, and you can measure it out.
Very trick. So your tool problem is not improved.
It's not improving. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. But this is now sort of the investment in the engines. That's what I have to do. Like the tuning side of it, I made the investment in a dyno. Now we're doing more and more high-profile engines that I just want tools to make my life easier.
Yep.
And also then to aid in the repeatability. So yeah, that's where that's going. So not much has changed sort of in here. When were you here last? It was proper late Wednesday? So what are we today? Tuesday?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah. This is why the place looks, literally we have moved everything. We have had to, I'll show you now. Best thing for oil, kitty litter.
Aha.
Right, come through here, mate. So, the gearbox we did Friday, or the video that was out Friday, that's it, stripped, ready to go.
Lovely.
Right, this is why you see little patches of kitty litter everywhere, because it bled all the way under my ramp. It like was out here.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So luckily we had nothing, apart from stands and stuff on the floor, trolleys, we had nothing really on the floor in a way. We've just had to move everything out of the way to clean it, so like gearbox corner's gone, so, mate. never mind. We'll be fine. What else? Mitch is on with Big Service, Carbon Clean. So that's Jason Stevens from South Wales. Jordan stood watching, distracting everybody like normal.
There's a
MAHA.
there's a car behind you.
Yeah, sold.
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 Wow.
Heartbreaker, but sold. So that's gone.
Now,
Can you tell the shape?
there's a cheeky bit of something peeping out the front. Well, it's a bit dark now. Hang on. Let me just make an adjustment. Right.
Well, does the wheel give it away?
It does now.
And that's the colour. That's all I'm showing. All I will say is come back this end, mate, and look. It's in because there's a bloody big hole in the back.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely something missing there.
I have been dropped a really expensive puzzle. Great. Dodson stuff's arrived for the Israel job, so I'm going to Israel in a couple of weeks. So I've got everything there to go out and build that gearbox.
Yep. Right, hang about. Let me just adjust.
I'm going to get some glare.
Oh my goodness. Hang on.
Yeah. Yeah, you go for it. Yeah, go for that way. Go on. And
Sunshine!
Hey,
What is going on?
I know. I don't think much else has changed out here. We've just like moved the car park
Move
around.
things around a bit.
A couple have gone, a couple have turned up. The RS3's back on the dyno on Friday. Like side repeater for the Golf, right? Just a side repeater. Sits on the side edge of the mirror.
Yep.
Okay, that little bit. It's like 40 quid. 1st of March it's due in. 1st of March.
What is going on?
Mate, joking at 1st of March. So I got so many bits. I'm waiting on a front drive unit for a Gen 2 R8, and their answer is we don't know.
And that's it.
And that's it. That's the answer. So yeah, that's a laugh. So the Maserati gear selector switches, they've been on order 3 months, and that's the same. They just like we don't know. We can't tell you. You know, so that's difficult managing customers' expectations with that, because you say, oh yeah, waiting on parts, but you know, it's still like,
yeah,
I'm waiting on parts, but I can't tell you when it's going to arrive. That's not.
Yeah,
that's
it's
not
a hard
cool.
conversation to have.
Yeah. So yeah, we just jumbled some stuff around. I think the V8 Fire one's going to be. I think that's going to be written off. We priced that up, and it was like 65 grand in parts.
Oof.
So between this lid and this lid's 25 grand.
25 grand.
25 grand. Inlet manifold is another 8. Cylinder head, which you might get away with, but basically is it looks like cam solenoid caught fire, which I've never ever seen before. It used to be a problem on the Lambos, but it's like they've cut that. That trim there is £1,800.
It's not even carbon.
It's plastic, right? So under here, there's 2 little metal discs that screw in from the back to here, and basically it's for the rubber foot of the roof to sit and not wear through the paint. So it's just a stainless steel, same colour as that, stainless steel disc that sits in here. That's £195 each, and they're one use.
Stroll on.
Mate, honestly. Wiring loom, I was like, oh, it needs a wiring loom. That's a cheap bit, that's like £3 grand. And then of course it's engine out and roof module off. So it's like 60 hours work, so that's getting written off. I can't see them fixing that. So the client, he's a lovely guy. He's heartbroken because he adores that car.
Yeah.
But that's going to get written off. The Golf is going Friday. Copart coming to get that. So that was one that's crashed. It looks like it done similar to my Noble, where it's gone up over like a wall. So it's done a little bit damage to the door, done a headlight, done a bonnet, done a mirror, and done a wing. Nothing major structurally, but it's torn a sump off the engine. Plastic sumps. So that's scrap. So yeah, I think that's about it. Track day.
Yes.
We
I was
are
gonna say.
23 spaces sold. So if you want to come, get on it. Don't miss out. It'd be lovely to have you along. I'm chuffed how well it's done, to be fair, so that's good.
Remind me the date.
11th of May.
At
Castle Combe. Don't do what I did, which was expect a customer yesterday, ring him, going, hey mate, you coming in? He's like, no mate, I'm coming in the 6th of March, not the 6th of Feb. So it's hard at the minute. It's just my head's all over the place. So if you're reaching out to us and we're slow to get back to you, it's my fault. And I've said it, and it is hard, but with Carl off and it just being me and Mitch, like, it's killing us at the minute. We're drowning. So we're doing everything we can to get everybody sorted, but between that and parts, the car park is just not turning over. So if you need us, bear with us. Email's the best thing, because I can lie in bed at 2 a.m. and do emails. What I can't do is answer like, my phone is ringing in my pocket while I'm walking around with you guys. So if don't answer, leave a message. Anybody that's here knows what's going on, so that's fine. But anybody trying to book in, we're a little way out at the minute. We've had to stretch out because, of course, we fell behind in the end of the year, and then I booked 6 weeks up this year with 2 guys, and it's 1. So that's put us behind. So bear with us. We're doing the best we can. I saw Carl Friday. He looks all right. He's lost a lot of weight, but he's all right. He's missed a chippo. Me and Jord went up there and sat with him for a little bit. If you can, and if you want to, please go on his page, leave him a message. If you can afford to, donate some money just to sort of help the financial side of it, because he's a long way out. We miss it. Personally, we miss him because he's a good mate of ours. He's a good laugh. Professionally, it's a big miss in there. He's a big miss. So yeah, and I was gonna look for someone to replace him anyway. Bloody hell, Rick. To add to the team.
Yes.
But now it's almost like I'm having to find someone to replace him, and so trying to find someone is going to be hard. Because dealers pay so much money now. Like, a serious tech is on like 40 grand a year. If you're up qualified technician status, and yes, we have to with the 2 guys I've got. They're qualified, good experience. They're the right, and you have to pay. But when you've got idiots turning up who aren't even qualified service techs, or they've just come off their apprenticeship and are on 30 bag a year, like, that kills small businesses. So that's hard. What else is going on, mate?
Mate, I think you've about covered it,
Jordan's products are doing all right.
Yeah.
So check out his website's not up yet, is it? But
soon.
if you want him, drop him on. I think you're doing his shop, aren't you?
I might be helping him, yeah.
But if you want anything, hit him up on Instagram. Track day we've done. What else?
I was going to say, anything else in the comments? Anything you guys want to see?
What we missed?
You think we've not done yet? If you want to see, I know the buying guides we started doing. There's been a bit of chat about that. Maybe we should do some more of those.
Yeah, it's catching the right. I think it's catching the right car to do the right buyer's guide on. So what have we done? V8, we've done V10, we've done Gen 2.
Yeah.
Could probably do with doing, like, I don't know. I think trying to do a GT one is a little bit too nichey, because not many people look at GTs. So if only the people who wanted to buy GTs looked at it, it'll have like 10 views.
Yeah. But then we've not done any Lamborghini yet.
No, I think that's probably a good shout. Is a Lambo one. What else? I think that's about it.
I think that's it, bud.
I think that's it. So I hope you like the catch-ups. We do try. We try to smash out in one. Oh, I think Darkside's having a drag day. So go and check Ryan out at Darkside. Annoy him. Call him names. He's miserable. He needs cheering up.
Right then.
I know. He tested his car the other day, and we ended up catching up with each other because you sent me that V10 Touareg, didn't you?
Yes.
So he's like, oh, my mate's trying to sell a Touareg. Do you want to buy it? And I know they're a nightmare to work on. And I was like, no, I don't. But I know Ryan and the guys at Darkside were big into V10 stuff, or trying to do stuff for V10 stuff. So I messaged him. It happened to be the day he was testing his TT at Donington. So he rung me back driving home. And he's out on his phone, and he's like, oh, mate, he goes, if you don't want to talk to me because I'm driving home, he goes, it's fine, don't talk to me. He goes, because I hate people that ring me when they're driving, right? And I'm like, no, it's fine, mate, I do it all the time when I'm racing. And then the next minute, he's like, right, I've got to go, I've just pulled up on my driveway. So we spoke all the way home,
yep.
And then he's literally dumped me the second he's got to his front door. So they're having a Santa Pod day, so if you're into your diesels, and you're into what they do, go and check them out. I can't think of anything else. I'm out of ideas.
I think cup of tea.
Yeah, have some food and go and finish mopping up the oil in the workshop. So yes, cat litter. You spill anything, cat litter. It is the dogs. It is the dogs, cat litter. Wait, check that out. So anyway, smash the buttons, leave comments. Let us know what you think, because it all drives the algorithm or whatever it's called these days.
Something like that, yeah.
And we'll try and think of something cool to do for you next week.
Cool.
Catch you in a bit.
See you then.
Laters.